Hey, how you guys doing today? My name is Jahim Greer, and today I'll be talking about strategic marketing and how I apply them to solve problems in my writing assignments. Also, today my goal is to show how theoretical concepts actually work when you apply them to real corporate strategy scenarios. Part 1: Strategic planning and mission pivot. So let's start with company wide strategic planning. One of the first major terms in the glossary is a market oriented mission statement. The textbook actually defines this as a statement that outlines the organization purpose based on what it satisfies in the external market rather than just what the physical product it makes. So basically, the company isn't known the company isn't just known for the product, it's known for the service behind the product. So basically, here's a good example. Yes, Apple have good product, but they also have good service. When the customer need help, they're polite and they're knowledgeable about the product. Okay. So in my first assignment, I had to address the old guard engineers who wanted to keep the rigid product oriented mission of making the fastest encryption hardware. That's not a good idea. Although the main objective is to make product, you have to convince the people who buy your product to come back. So it can't necessarily be all about hard sales skills. It has to be about marketing as well and getting to know the customer and building that relationship. All right. And basically, um, to add on, I rewrote that into a market oriented statement focused on giving organizations complete control over their own data and protecting their digital freedom. So the reason this matters so much conceptually is because that is wrong. That is what you call marketing myopia. This is what happens when a company get obsessed over a product rather than the actual customer need or the problem they're solving for the customer. If a massive crisis hit, and say for instance, you can't develop that tech anymore, the company is doomed because they only involve themselves around this certain product. In contrast, if they made their focus about made their focus mainly about the service that was providing for their customers. All right, part two: designing the business portfolio. Moving to the second part of the assignment, we looked at designing the business portfolio. This chapter glossary outlines the growth share matrix, which evaluates a company division based on market growth rate and relative market share. So basically, I took the raw data for our three divisions and mapped them out. First, Nexus AI is a star because it has high growth and high share. It takes a ton of cash investment to keep up with the market and fight out competitors, but it has the highest future potential. Basically, Nexus is staying afloat, but if it can keep on sustaining in the future, potentially the company can skyrocket. Second, OmniShield. This company is a cash cow with low growth but high share. This division is already established and steady, meaning it doesn't need huge investments and instead generates the heavy cash flow we need to fund our stars. Basically, this company could sustain by itself. It already have its footprint established. Third, global data storage is a dog because it has low growth and low share. It might make just enough to keep itself running, but it has no real future. So portfolio theory says we should look into selling it or phasing it out. Basically, this company is old new. From there, I used the Ansar product market expansion grid to figure out the strategy for our new hardware product, the Nexus Vault. Because we are creating a brand new product but selling it strictly to our current loyal customer base, this is a clear product development strategy. So basically, they get a new product, but they gonna get this product out by selling it to their current customer base. They're not trying to reach out to other people or new people. They trying to reach their current customer base first. Part three, their internal value chain and value delivery network. In the third assignment, we looked at marketing roles and strategic planning through the lens of the internal value chain and the external value delivery network. The glossary defines the value chain as a series of internal departments like R&D, purchasing, manufacturing, marketing, and finance that carry out value creating activities. Each segment of the company is important. Each segment of the company plays an important role for the company. This this chapter basically show that a company is as only is strong as its weakest link. If an engineer builds hardware in Silio without looking at marketing, customer insights, or if finances reduce the marketing budget blindly, these like create conflicts all over the chain. So to fix this, I listed the key departments that must cooperate, emphasizing that they need to form cross-functional teams to share data from day one. When you get the internal value chain working, when you get the internal value chain working smoothly, it connects into the broader value delivery network, which includes our supplier, distributors, and customers. I analyzed Market Vane's strategic alliance with R Inc. and explained how it completely destroyed customer value. If an alliance introduces sketchy data sharing or misaligned security standards, it breaks the trust of the entire network. You can build customer value if your partners. You can't build customer value if your partners are undermining your core premise of data safety. Of data safety. Deconstructing the marketing mix. For the fourth assignment, we looked at the traditional marketing mix, which is the set of tactical marketing tools, product, price, place, and promotion that a firm blends to get the response it wants from the target market. The critical insight from the chapter is that while marketing think in terms of the four P's, customer think in the terms of the four C's. So I mapped out the Nexus Vault strategy. Instead of looking at the physical product, we focus on the customer solution, which is peace of mind and data safety. Instead of just setting a price, we look at the customer cost, which includes setup time and the effort it takes to integrate the system. Instead of focusing on place as a distribution channel, we focus on the convenience for the buyer by using direct delivery and simple plug and play setups. And finally, instead of one-way promotion, we focus on two-way communication through social security assessments and real relationship building, like surveys. Measuring and control. Part five: measuring and controlling